Hello dear students, this is Akash HD and welcome to ASD physics classes, and today I am going to take the topic vectors. And we know very well in physics vectors are very important. Lot of important topics are there, because if we want to do good in physics, then we should be very good in vectors, we should be good in differentiation, integration. Lot of basic topics are there, but today I will teach very important topic, and that is the vectors. And vectors, we know very well in vectors we have vector addition, vector subtraction, vector multiplication and vector division. So today we will just see what are the scalar quantities, vector quantities, and we will see one method of vector addition. So without waiting, let's put the topic here. First one, scalar quantities. So my dear students, we know very well in scalar quantities, these quantities are having only magnitude but no direction. I will put the definition here. See, these quantities have only magnitude but no direction. For example, if I write the sum of the examples of scalar quantities, yes, I know some of you know very well, and some of the physical quantities are coming in your brain also. Let's take, we can tell speed is there, distance is there, density is there, power is there. Like this, so many scalar quantities we can write, etc. And here, when we are talking about the scalar quantities, we have to be very clear, like some of the scalar quantities can be always positive and some of the scalar quantities can be sometimes negative also. Let's take for example, if I talk about the speed is a physical quantity that will be always positive, it will never be negative. Similarly, distance also, it will be always positive. But if I talk about the physical quantity, let's take for example here, I did not mention, but okay, if I write here the temperature. So this physical quantity is that this can be positive also, and at the same time it can be negative also. Like we know very well in temperature, number of kinds of units are there, like degree Celsius scale is there, Kelvin scale is there, but here what is there, here I am talking about the degree Celsius scale. And in a degree Celsius scale, we know very well, like temperature can be 20 degrees Celsius, 30 degrees Celsius. At the same time, it can be -5 degrees Celsius, -10 degrees Celsius. Okay, so temperature on degree Celsius can be negative also. Still, it is a which quantity? It is a scalar quantity here. But my dear students, please remember that if we talk about the temperature scale Kelvin, so in Kelvin scale, temperature will be always positive, because sometimes in NEET exam, this question used to come, like they will ask, like degree Celsius scale is there, Kelvin scale is there, Fahrenheit scale is there, and they will ask in which scale temperature will be always positive. So you have to be very careful and you have to choose the option, this Kelvin scale. In Kelvin scale, what will be there? Temperature will be always positive. Okay, so my dear students, I hope so this scalar quantity is very clear to you. Very simple, it is there. Scalar quantities are having only magnitude, no direction, only and only magnitude here. Okay, now after that we'll go for the next kind of quantities, and that will be the vector quantities. So you think please, and just think, and which physical quantities are vector. Now we will just go for that. So here I'll write now vector quantities. Yes, vector. Yes, I think so. Yes, you have guessed the very correctly, because this is a very basic thing we are learning from 9th, 10th and all that we have done that. So vector quantities, we will write here. These quantities have magnitude as well as direction. And one of the most important thing, my dear students, you have to remember that magnitude is there, direction is there. At the same time, they should follow triangle law of vector addition, and they should follow triangle law of vector addition. they should follow triangle law of vector addition. And just like a triangle law of vector addition, here one more quantity is there, that is the parallelogram law of vector addition. This parallelogram law and the triangle law both are very similar here. Okay, so if we not take triangle law, we have to just do little bit changes. Then what will happen? We can understand parallelogram law also. Okay, so if I talk about some of the vector quantities, then here we can write in a very basic level, like displacement is there. Displacement is there. Yes. Think please. And what we can write next one? Yes, we can write this velocity. Velocity is there, acceleration is there. All this we used to learn in a 11th. But if we write some of the physical quantities, those are vector, but we are learning in a 12th standard, so we can write electric field. Electric field, this is also vector quantity, and magnetic field. So these all are vector quantities, etc. So my dear students, what will happen? Whatever quantities I have written, they have magnitude, direction, and they are following triangle law of vector addition. But here you have to be very careful. One physical quantity is that is having magnitude and having the direction, but still it is not following the triangle law of vector addition. Guess it please, and think. Yes, I am giving you just 5 seconds time. Think please. Yes, come on, come on, come on. Yes, I think so most of you have got the correct physical quantity, and that physical quantity is the electric current. Have to be, remember it please. Very, very important for the competition point of view. Electric current is a scalar quantity. Scalar quantity. This electric current is having the magnitude and direction, and it is not following the triangle law of vector addition. So only this electric current is the which quantity? It is the scalar quantity. Please remember that it is the very, very important thing. So my dear students, as of now we have completed scalar quantities and vector quantities. Now as I told that vector quantities can be added, subtracted, multiplied and all that, but the addition of the vector quantities is very different from the addition of the scalar quantities here. That's why here we have two methods are there to do the vector addition. Like I told that one of them is the triangle law of vector addition, and second one is a parallelogram law of vector addition. So now my dear students, we are just going to learn the triangle law of vector addition, and after that we will solve one of the one or two questions related to that. Why we are learning the triangle law of vector addition? Because in 11th also whenever we are talking about the force, velocity, momentum, even in 12th also if we talk about some of the vector quantities I told, like electric field is there, magnetic field is there. So in a space at any point number of electric fields are there. So how we will add it? Like we have the chapter electric charge and field, there we have to add the electric field, forces. So that time this triangle law is very, very important. That's why what I told my dear students, this vectors chapter is very, very important. If you are good in a vectors, you will excel very well in a 11th also, at the same time in 12th also. So my dear students, now without waiting, let's go to the topic. We will put the heading in your notes also. You can put the heading, and the heading will be triangle law of vector addition. Triangle law of vector addition. Okay, so let me put the heading here. Triangle law of vector addition. Yes, triangle law of vector addition. So in this, what will be there? As the name itself suggests, a triangle. And you know very well, in triangle how many sides are there? Yes, we know very well. In a triangle 3 sides are there. So what will happen? If we want to add the two vectors, then what will be there? These two vectors will be represented by the two sides of triangle taken in the same order, and their resultant will be represented by the closing side of the triangle in which order? Opposite order. Okay, so for you I will write the definition also, then after that I will draw the diagram. So what will I write here? According to this law, according to this law, if two vectors are represented by represented by two sides of triangle. Two sides of triangle taken in same order. Very, very important. Taken in same order. Then their resultant is represented by third side of triangle. Third side of triangle taken in opposite order. This definition also very, very important, because here, as I told that two vectors should be in a same order and the resultant should be in a which order, my dear students? See here, in a opposite order. Now I'll draw the diagram here. Let's take, I have two vectors. This I have vector A, okay, and this is called the tail of the vector, and this is called the head of the vector. And in triangle, what we will do that this second vector will be starting from the head of the first vector, and here whenever this head and tail is coinciding, then angle between the vector A and B will be represented by like this theta here. From the head of the vector A, you have to draw the dotted line, and then you have to write here the theta. So my dear students, you can see here A and B in the same order. How we got here? See here, this is tail, this is head. Again tail, head. That means which order? Same order. Now this resultant is represented by the third side of the triangle. In which order? Opposite order. Here, how opposite order? Same order means here tail, head, tail, head, tail, head. But you can see here, this vector R is not tail, head. Actually, what is this? This is head and tail. So we can tell that here, this vector R in which order? Opposite order. Okay. So let's take here, this resultant is making how much angle? This resultant is making angle alpha. So here, I will write the magnitude. Derivation we will do that, it's not a problem. But first we should know the formulas. So yes, think. Some of you, please, I think so, you people know very well what is the formula is here for the resultant. My dear students, here please. So R is given by here, A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. This is the magnitude. Now, if I talk about the direction, because I have told you very well, a vector is having magnitude also and direction also. So see here, direction means we have to write in terms of the angle. So here it will be tan alpha equal to B sin theta by A plus B cos theta. So my dear students, this is the formula here. This is for the magnitude and this is for the direction. Okay. Proof is there. So proof definitely when I will come for the next class, definitely I will do the proof also. But in this class, I will just focus on some of the problems. I will take one or two problems and I will use this formula so that we can solve the questions based upon this formula. Because if we see from the NEET point of view, my dear students, so for the NEET point of view, derivation is not that much important. What is important? For us, application of these formulas are important. Okay, so I will just rub this and then we will solve some questions. So now I will write here one question. Very important question for the NEET point of view. Question is, two forces of equal magnitude. Two forces of equal magnitude of 10 Newton are inclined at an angle of 120 degrees. Calculate the resultant force. So my dear students, you can pause your screen and you can calculate and you can comment your answers. Okay, so you can take the pause of 2 minutes and try to solve the question. But I will just solve the question, you can pause on your screen. So my dear students, here we can see here. Answer, we have the two forces. First force 10 Newton and the second force is also 10 Newton. Now if I write the resultant force here, So this FR, now in the same way we'll write here, see, F1 square plus F2 square plus 2 F1 F2 cos theta. Now we'll put all these values and all. First we will see the normal method, then after that I will tell you one shortcut also. Okay, then I will put the value here. This is 10 square and this is 10 square plus 2 10 into 10 and here cos 120 degree. And my dear students, I think so you know very well cos 120 degree will be minus 1 by 2. So I will write here, this will become here 100, this will be 100 plus 2 here 100 and this cos 120 value will be minus 1, right? So this 2 and 2 will cancel out. Here minus 100, here plus 100. So again it will left with the root 100. And here answer will come how much here? Answer will come here 10 Newton. So this is our somewhat long cut method. But if I talk about one of the shortcut method, see here please, shortcut. Next class I have to teach you some of the cases actually. Okay. So for the shortcut method, what is there? This resultant force we can directly write the formula. 2F cos theta by 2. But the thing is that here the forces should be what? Equal. And in the question what is given? Both these forces are equal only. So we'll write here directly, see here please. 2 into 10 into cos. Theta is given 120 and 120 by 2 how much? 60. Cos 60 and we all of you know very well cos 60 value 1 by 2. So it will become here 2 10 20 and how much coming here? 10 Newton. So this is a very very special case because first force 10 Newton, second force 10 Newton. And resultant is coming how much? Resultant is also coming 10 Newton. So please remember that in a NEET exam, even in a JEE exam also, they used to ask this condition. And at the end, I will write the vector diagram for this also, just because that is also very very important. We have to know very well by the graphical method also. So this is first force 10 Newton and this is the second force. Second force also see here please. This is F2. This is also 10 Newton. I am doing the triangle method. Triangle method I am doing here. Okay. So see here please after that. Now this is the resultant. This is the resultant. Here FR how much here? This FR is 10 Newton. Okay. So what we have done here my dear students, in this class we have done the scalar quantities and we have seen some of the scalar quantities. And I have told you like scalar quantities can be positive and some of the scalar quantities can be negative also depending upon the scalar quantities. Next one we have seen the vector quantities, and for the vector quantities I told you vector quantities should have magnitude, direction and they should follow triangle law of vector addition. But one of the physical quantities there that is having the magnitude and direction but not following the triangle law of vector addition. Which physical quantity is that? Guess it please. Yes, that is the electric current. Okay, then after that what I have told you, vectors are always added by different rules, different laws are there. And which two laws I have told you? Triangle law and the parallelogram law. Then I have taught you the triangle law. Triangle law I have taught you two vectors should be taken in same order and resultant should be taken in which order? Opposite order. Here also you can see that here this F1 and F2. See, I will write here this F1. F1 and F2, they are in the same order and this resultant in which order? That one in a opposite order here. Okay, so my dear students, in today's class we will just end up here, and when we will meet in the next class we will just continue our discussion. So as of now just like, subscribe my channel and share to your friends, and if you like the videos definitely comment for it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.